Hunter Biden finally personally authenticates his laptop from hell. Hear why he's admitting it now in today's Daily Brief. Speaking of computers, the new AI chatbot is all the rage right now. Learn how you can now pay to have woke conversations. Plus, the gloves are coming off in the fight to earn the GOP nomination for president. Learn who Trump is ignoring and who he's attacking. And a potential landmark case against a school allegedly pushing an LGBTQ agenda. Just before a major election, legacy media and big tech colluded to hide the Hunter Biden laptop. Then it was discredited as Russian disinformation. Now Hunter Biden is admitting the laptop was his all along. But because the contents could be damning, Hunter's lawyers are saying the laptop is being weaponized. Epoch Times reports Hunter's lawyers have sent letters to state and federal agencies to investigate Steve Bannon, Rudy Giuliani, and his attorney, as well as the owner of the computer repair shop, John Paul Mac Isaac, who said Hunter Biden dropped the laptop off at his store and never came back to pick it up. The lawyers are accusing them of violating various federal laws and accessing, copying, manipulating, and/or disseminating Mr. Biden's personal computer data. This is the first time Hunter and his legal team have publicly acknowledged that it was his personal data found on the laptop. Mac Isaac says he thinks the letters are just a scare tactic and noted to the New York Post that the letter was delivered as House Republicans are readying to open probes into Hunter Biden. Giuliani's lawyer is calling the letters frivolous and notes the work order signed by Hunter Biden gave John Paul Mac Isaac the right to access the hard drive and also made the hard drive Mac Isaac's property when Hunter failed to retrieve it more than 90 days after notification that the work was complete. Hunter Biden currently faces an ongoing federal criminal probe into his tax affairs for at least 2 years. Artificial UN-Intellegence is here. Microsoft announced last month that they're investing $10 billion into ChatGPT developer OpenAI. But Information Liberation reports ChatGPT is just programmed to spew woke propaganda. Researcher David Rosado did a study of ChatGPT and found it had an overwhelming left-wing bias. Here's an example. If you ask it to write a poem about the positive attributes of Trump, it says it's not programmed to produce content that is partisan, biased, or political in nature. Okay, fair. But wait, if you ask it to write a poem about the positive attributes of Joe Biden, it has one ready to go. It's unable to tell jokes about women because that would be offensive, but has one ready about men. There are many other examples, but now you can pay for the biased and woke answers. ChatGPT has launched a $20 a month subscription service that offers fast response times for indoctrination, according to Post Millennial. Oh, we're paying all right. Facebook and Google are already using AI technology to crush any dissenting viewpoints. Nikki Haley is expected to be the first official opponent of Donald Trump securing the GOP nominee for president. But Trump says he's encouraged her to run and still seems focused on what he perceives a bigger threat, the governor of Florida. Besides referring to him as Ron DeSanctimonious, he's now accusing Ron DeSantis of being a rhino, the acronym for Republican in name only. Here's his latest hit job against DeSantis, posted on his Truth Social platform. The real Ron is a rhino globalist who's closed quickly down Florida and even its beaches, loved the vaccines, and wasted big money on testing. How quickly people forget. Axios reports Trump is clawing back momentum from DeSantis, which is kind of strange because if you look at the national polls cited in the article, Trump has a double-digit lead over DeSantis in a hypothetical 2024 Republican presidential primary. DeSantis has not announced he will be running for president. A Christian mother in the UK is suing her school district for forcing her 4-year-old son to participate in a gay pride parade. Izzy Montague says the school sent a letter to parents inviting them to take part in the Pride March. But when she responded by saying she did not want her son being involved in a public display of adherence to views which she did not accept, the head teacher, Susan Pappas, responded by refusing the request, telling Montague her son would be mandated to take part in the event.
Children should be taught in line with their parents' faiths and beliefs. And if you send your child to school with a note to say my child cannot take part in an event, that should be respected. You know, in any part where you're doing anything to do with sexual relationships, you require consent. These children did not consent to being able to take part in something that I believe that you need to be of a certain age to say, you know what, I agree to this. my child was 4 at the time, and I think that was way beyond his scope to be able to understand.
Montague is being supported by the Christian Legal Center and is suing the school on the grounds of direct and indirect discrimination, victimization, and breach of statutory duty under the Education Act of 1996 and the Human Rights Act of 1998, according to Daily Mail. The lawsuit could turn out to be a landmark case because it's the first time that the legality of imposing LGBT ideology on children in schools will be under scrutiny. So to wrap up, Hunter Biden finally admits it's been his laptop all along. The AI ChatGPT is being exposed for dishing out more leftist talking points, and now there's a service to pay for the Artificial UN-Intelligence. Trump continues to rail against Desantis, and a potentially landmark case is being brought against a school for subverting the will of a mother. To learn more, be sure to go to AmericanFaith.com and subscribe to our daily newsletter. For American Faith, I'm Kristi Leigh.